Hey guys, Quantum Light here with my Ghostrick deck profile. Yes, at long last, I'm finally doing this. I've been saying for quite a while now, I guess, in my earlier videos, stating that I'm going to be doing a deck profile of my Ghostricks. I will be doing it sometime this week, and I always broke that promise. Well, now I'm finally going to do it. So, yeah, but unfortunately, this is going to be my one and only Ghostrick deck profile. See, I'm taking this deck apart. Not because the deck is bad. Like, no. The deck is not bad by any means. It's just, I lost a little interest in it. I'm not feeling it anymore. The problem is that I haven't been working on it as much as I have with my other decks. The problem here is that I guess it's a personal problem here, not really personal. But what I mean by that is that I like the way Ghostrick's how their style is. I really like what they do. But the point is that it's just not my playstyle. Like I guess my playstyle is more of a beatdown strategy and a rank 4 toolbox. Right here, I guess it's just yeah. I love attacking directly, but you know it takes quite a while for me to burn my opponent's life points down to 0 with their direct attacks. So yeah, the deck's just not for me, and I hope you guys can understand that. I'm not bashing on the deck. Obviously, the deck obviously is by no means bad. I mean, there's like I said, there's a reason why Alucard over here is worth so much money right now. It's like what, still in the upper 20s, and yeah. So with that being said, like I'm gonna take this deck apart, but it's just not doing it for me anymore. So before I start this deck profile, if you want, you guys can still give me suggestions, but you can leave them for anyone else who views this deck profile. So you guys can decide amongst yourselves and discuss amongst yourselves to see what you can do to make this deck, work a whole lot better. And who knows, maybe someday in the future I might pick this deck up again. Like I really do like it, but it's just again, it's just not my playstyle. I guess I'm just not used to it, or because I'm just not feeling it anymore. But hey, don't let my words get to you, okay? Like if you like this deck, then by all means run it. Like I had liked it too. Like, but yeah, you guys know where I'm going with this. Okay, so let's get started with the deck profile. First and foremost, obviously running the 3 Jianshis, the searcher of the deck. Even when it's flipped face up, when it's destroyed by battle, obviously we're just going to search out for one of the level 1 Ghostricks. And by which I mean, well, sometimes, but not always, which is the 3 Ghostrick Specters. Like, me and my friends are always laughing at this card. I mean, look at him! It's like he's trolling us. Like, lol, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, like, this is a really good, kind of a good floater too. Like, when one of your Ghostrick monsters is destroyed, like, you just special summon this little guy on face down defense, and you get to draw a card. One of my favorite Ghostricks in this deck is Ghostrick Mary. Like, I've been hearing rumors that you should just run her at 2. I really wanted to keep it at 3 because not only are you attacking directly, but so is your opponent. So, with that being said, you're going to be getting attacked directly a lot. Yeah, not be dealt as much damage as your opponent is getting dealt with by you. But I like to keep the third one around, just in case. It's like Galaxy Expedition. Like, it might not always be useful, but it's good when you have it there. And another one that's exactly like Marion. I find it ironic how only the hollows are getting this treatment, which is 3 Ghostrick Lanterns. Like again, I'm hearing talks that I should run him only at 2. Wanted to keep it at 3 because again, direct attacks, face down monsters or Ghostricks are always getting attacked no matter what. Your opponent is gonna be getting really frustrated, so they're gonna try to do something with it, and it's good to have that third one right there. And plus, it's a level 1, so all the more reason to search it out for Jianshi. Another one, this is one I considered running at 2. This was the reversal way. Like, instead of running it at 2, it was going to be at 3 now, which is 3 Ghostrick Jack Frost. Again, more direct attacks that stop it. And I'm starting to see Jack Frost used a whole lot more, not just in Ghostricks, but outside Ghostricks as well. Like, mainly just used as tribute fodder for Monarchs. Sometimes occasionally over there at Spirits. And I could see why. Like, it's a pretty cool card. Like, stopping your opponent from attacking you directly or just stopping the attack, flipping it face down, then special summon this guy face down too. 2 Ghostrick Dolls is like another Jianshi. This one kind of searches out, but it's more like it's like a Mary and it's more like a Mary and Jianshi put together. Like it just searches from the deck and special summons face down, depending on the number of monsters that you flip face down. And this goes really well with the whole theme of the deck. 2 Ghostrick Skellies, like this guy right here was my way of trying to revive Empty Jar, and it worked for the most part, at least in the beginning. But you know, like, this is actually a pure Ghostrick build, and I want to keep it that way. And Skelly seems to be doing okay with it, especially at 2 when you want to mill your opponent. And honestly, I think Skeleton Mill seems to be like the purest of all Ghostrick builds, in my opinion, anyway. 2 Ghostrick Steins. Now, I did run this guy at 3, then I took him out altogether. Like, no, first he was at 3, then bumped him to 2, then he went to 1, and then I took him out altogether. And it was meh, in a way. But I wanted to keep it back at 2 again, because I felt like, you know, out of all the Ghostrick monsters, he seems to be the one that, you know, kind of speeds it up. As you guys can see, he's got the highest attack out of all of them. You know, 1600 is not really a joke, especially in this deck. So, and the fact that he can search a spell and trap for Ghostricks is all the more reason to run him at 2. The last one, which is just attack, that seemed to be working okay, which was Ghostrick Witch. Now, this one is like a continuous Book of Moon. If you can continue to protect her, then yeah. Like, and we all want that Book of Moon at 2, right? Alright guys, that's the monster lineup. Let's go with the spells. Alright, for spells, the 3 Ghostrick Mansions. This is what I mean by being attacked directly, because all your Ghostricks are going to be face down one way or another, so your opponent's going to be attacking you directly, and all the more reason to have, you know, triple Mary and triple Jack Frost and triple Lantern. And if you think that's not enough, then by all means check this out. Is Ghostrick Parade. It's kind of like it's a good slash bad version, in my opinion, somewhat of a good slash bad version of Mansion. Like, yeah, like it has the same effect where you're gonna be getting attacked directly, you know, once all your monsters are face down, but you also get a search. That's the good part. The bad part is that your opponent's not gonna take any damage. You will. But, you know, that never really stopped me before. Because I don't think I ever felt, and I don't think anyone's ever felt the bad part of this card, you know, just not attacking directly, not dealing damage. I guess it was more along the lines of a Skeleton Mill, and I guess that's what I was going for, and I guess it still kind of is a Skeleton Mill. So that's why I'm keeping Parade at 2. All the more reason to have them all face down, which is 2 Swords of Concealing Light. People sometimes they kind of have him at 3. Sometimes they're just taking him out altogether. Swords of Concealing Light. I'm sorry if I said revealing. Like I'm, yeah, Concealing Light is okay. There are times when I don't see myself using it, but there are more times when I do, because you know it is needed, even at 2. So yeah, I recommend it at 2 if you guys are gonna be running this deck. We're gonna be running a whole lot of 2s in this deck actually, which is 2 Pot of Dualities, 2 MSTs, 1 Allure, Book of Life, because you know we do have a couple zombies in here, and I'm kind of scared to run Call the Haunted. So Book of Life was okay. Ironic enough, I'm not running Book of Moon. Instead, I'm running Terraforming, because you know sometimes Stein is not enough. Yeah, you got 5 field spells, you know, you're gonna draw into 1, but you know, with MST being at 3, still being a thing, even though Artifacts doesn't seem to be stopping it anytime soon, it's good to have the Terraforming there, because, again, sometimes Stein doesn't get the job done. So I'm keeping it right there at 1. Alright, spell lineup is over. Now for the traps, which is pretty small. Like, the thing about me with a lot of decks is that I rarely run traps, at least not by much. So right here is 2 Ghostrick Scares. I really love this card in this deck because it really does make the whole deck, you know, flow to its natural being. Bottomless Compulse, Needle Stealing. I'm surprised I still have this card. Like, I was looking for it when I was making this deck like a couple months ago. I found it and I'm like, oh, thank God. I forgot I had it. And Torrential Tribute. Kind of work the same way, but you know, one is generic, the other one works perfectly with the theme. Trap lineup over. Extra deck. Alright. 2 Ghostrick Crimson Fuckers. 2 Doulahands. And 1 Succubus. Succubus! Okay, we already know how these guys work. We know why they're like that. And Alucard, I will say this though. I did consider running him at 3, but you know, there's a lot of other rank 3s out there that we could use aside from the 3rd Alucard. Alright, String Jin, Levier, because you know, with the lure, obviously we're going to be using him. Zenmaines, Rhinoceros, Fortune Tune, equipped. Like, yeah, as you guys noticed in the monster lineup, I was running a lot of level 3s. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot of rank 3 monsters here. Leviathan, Shadow Lich, Lionheart, and last but not least, number 39, Utopia Roots. Yeah, even I couldn't believe it myself. Like, I did go into him just once. I rarely go into the level 1s because they don't stay on the field for too long. Considering with him needing 3 of them, and you only need 2 to bring him out. But nonetheless, I actually feel satisfied with this build. Now let's end the video with him, because this one is yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Once again, if you have any suggestions, feel free to discuss it amongst yourselves in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next video. Lights out.